Abusing adopted sons, Georgia LGBTQ couple who had earlier in August pleaded guilty to sexually abusing their two adopted sons will now spend 100 years in prison without the possibility of parole. According to the Al-covy Judicial Circuit District Attorney's Office, William Zullock pleaded guilty to 6 counts of aggravated sodomy, 3 counts of aggravated child molestation, 2 counts of incest, and 2 counts of sexual exploitation of children. His husband, Zachary Zullock, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of aggravated sodomy, 3 counts of aggravated child molestation, and 2 counts of incest, 2 counts of sodomy, 3 counts of sexual exploitation of children, and 2 counts of pandering to a person under 18. Those involved with the investigation and prosecution of this case will never forget what they had to see and here in this case. District Attorney Randy McGinley said in a statement on Monday, these two defendants truly created a house of horror and put their extremely dark desires above everything and everyone else. However, the depth of the defendants' depravity, which is as deep as it gets, is not greater than the resolve of those who fought for the justice and the strength of the victims in this case. McGinley said the resolve of the 2 young victims who were in 3rd and 4th grade at the time of the Zullock's arrest over the last 2 years is truly inspiring. Now, you know that for the LGBTQ community, a man marries a man, they go ahead and get a surrogate to give them a child. What are your thoughts on this story?
This story for me, it just shows you that you cannot tamper with the true order of life and not get the backstab of it.
How do you mean? What do you mean by the true order of life?
The true order of life, he made them male and female. It's clear.
But sometimes men marry women and men rape their daughters.
We're going somewhere.
Okay.
Now, there is the true order of things.
Okay.
A man raping the daughter is also going out of order. You understand me?
Right.
But there's anytime you tamper with the order of life, you always get the backlash. Now, 2 of you are couples in quote, and you've decided that, okay, I want to marry a fellow man. And then you now went to go and adopt children. You should have treated them like children and not begin to treat them like sexual partners. You understand me? Now, that also shows that there's something wrong with the both of them. They are not okay. I know that there are gay partners that will treat their children so well, that won't do what these people did.
Right.
You understand me?
But how do people or the government handing children over to be adopted, how would they now know that this couple that has come? Now, surrogacy for certain countries has now been barred. For some countries have decided you can't get a surrogate outside of the country because it's been on the rise since the rise of LGBTQ. Most people go ahead to get surrogates and get themselves children.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts as regards to this whole idea of this surrogates with same-sex spirits?
The truth of the matter is that let's do the right thing. Since you've decided to marry a fellow woman, then why are you looking for children? Or you've decided to marry a fellow man, then why are you looking for children? No. Let's not lie to ourselves. If I want children, then I marry a man if I'm a woman. If I want children, then I marry a woman if I'm a man. So why wake up? Now, that tells you that something is wrong.
You think the idea of them being permissible, if I would say, to get children is wrong?
It's wrong. If you have decided to be gay, then forget about anything that has to do with...
But they're trying to raise a family.
Now, that tells you that something is wrong. With the decision. See, we should sometimes be allowed to live with the consequences of our decisions. Let's stop painting things. If you want a family gave birth to you. If your father married a man, you wouldn't have been given birth to. It's true. Let's face the fact. If your mother married a woman, probably you wouldn't have come. So you came because of family. And that was the family that was shown you. And now you now wake up and now say, I think I feel like I'm a woman, and you are a man physically. I feel I'm like a woman inside. No problem. Then now go get a womb and do the right thing. So then instead of you now going out, because if you check it very well, these 2 people actually, I would say their problem is, I don't know what they call it. Is it pedophilia or something like that? These people that love to have sex with children.
Pedophiles.
Yes, they are pedophiles, not actually gay. So they are only under the cover of marrying each other. Now, so that they can have the license and the right.
You know, they didn't just have sex with these children. They had this content recorded and sold.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. When you look at them, you just know what their problem is. They are not actually gay. They are pedophiles. So, but then the two of them now coming together to marry now gives them the license to be able to adopt these children legally from the government, so that nobody will look their direction.
What are your thoughts as regards how things like this could be turned down? Do you think 100 years is good enough punishment?
For me, 100 days.
100 years.
Just for me, just kill them. Let them die.
Capital punishment.
It's better. This is wickedness now. What are we talking about? This is wickedness. Because those children, their lives may never remain the same again.